Sometimes it's live at 9. Sometimes it's not.
What it do? What it do is Barry, Mike.
It's your host, Mike, Barry. And we got a
Today's
special
on
guest.
Vacation, where we have a special guest.
We got a special guest.
Oh shit. My fault. Yo, what's good? It's Fargo.
Fargo's in the building. We played a few of his songs earlier in the show, but we finally have him in the building.
In fact, we was playing that heat. You got that heat.
Oh,
you got that heat. Don't let nobody ever tell you otherwise.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Cause I try to like sound more like different and try to like come up with different styles of work and body of work, so I can like be different from other people and like how people would say like the new sound, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That people like present now. So it's like I try to like come up with something different instead of trying to sound the same from others.
It's a fact.
But it doesn't mean I don't got inspiration.
Of course.
Oh man.
Who are some of your inspirations? Like, just to speak on that real quick.
One is Tory Lanez, Kanye West.
Of course. I mean,
Drake. I like the old Drake though. The new one is too Hollywood. I feel like he ain't hungry anymore.
Okay.
And Meek Mill, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meek's that guy. I mean, definitely.
So you like
Big fan.
old Drake? How do you feel about new Kanye?
Man. Honestly, the new Kanye, it's certain things that he said I don't necessarily agree with, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's Kanye. You feel me? So it's like he may do certain things that we all don't like, but like in the end of the day, he's still gonna be like one of the most iconic and impactful hip hop artists or producer or whatever y'all like to call him.
Mm-hmm.
To this generation and the generation before that, to me, at least, everybody's entitled to their opinion on certain things. So,
I can see that.
yeah.
Like I said, what about Kanye West like makes you like him, like as an artist?
Well, the thing that I like from Kanye and as for me as an artist is his genius mindset and how the way he manipulate the voice to sound like other things. Like the other day, I was looking at this documentary on YouTube. I think it's called Thought or something like that, and it was one of his records. I believe it was Runaway.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Runaway's my joint.
and he was he like how the way he engineered the machine and make his voice sound like a guitar. Basically, how the way he was harmonizing and doing all of these melodies things.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded basically like a guitar. Basically,
Yeah.
It's like one of the parts in the song.
Oh, I know exactly what part you're
down the
talking
line.
about.
And
Yeah.
it was like, I'm just fascinated in like the melodic sounds and all of these futuristic things that him and a few other artists probably been inspired by to make these creative and brainstorming sounds that people would enjoy and probably be inspired by.
Okay.
So you just put out a new EP. How do you feel?
Oh man, that EP. I felt that EP was like a good body of work. I mean, it's still like I feel like I still got more things to say, but I just wanted to get all of that energy out before the new year ends, and make sure like people will understand like what I've been going through and like things probably from the past if people want to like one of the tracks and things that like just to like clear the air for me. So I can be able to like start this new wave of music and just be more creative as possible. I feel like these two tracks are just like me showing my emotional side, because like under my traditional tracks, I may talk my stuff, but it's like these tracks was like more for like healing, like or like if people people can
Like reflect on
on it and like. Or like, dang, I'm trying to think of that word. Dang, people like when people could compare it to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, relate basically, and try to like.
Nah, it's funny because I be relating to a lot of the stuff that you be saying, and I'm like, that's wild. Like, that's, you saying some real, like, personal, like, just about like cutting people off and like moving forward. That's why I get the message from your music. It's like you focus right now, and it's like. There may be some people that doesn't like recognize where you're going, but you know where you're going.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. It's like a couple of people that I know that probably like don't understand at the moment, But like probably later on when they see that I'm moving a different way at the end of the year or like next year I should say, and they see that I'm being more like productive instead of just like goofing around and like focusing on what they doing. I'm just focusing on like me and just trying to get my creativity and product out so I can be able to like support my family and
That's
support things that I want to do so people don't have to work anymore. They can do whatever they want to do, you know?
That's facts.
And they could like I don't care what y'all want to do, but as long as it ain't illegal though. But like, as long as y'all can do whatever y'all want and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that like everybody good. Like that's my main goal is.
Okay,
That's a
I can
fact.
dig that. That's a righteous goal. That's a righteous goal. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, I'm guessing that you're really big in the family from what you just said.
Yeah.
So like, where do you get inspiration from music? Like, what got you into it? Like, let's learn a little bit about you
man.
right now. You know,
Man, yo.
I know you're a young gun, but
It all like I feel like my love for music really came from like being around like my certain relatives, like Barry over there, my cousins Kwame, Lennox, Quentin, Oliver, all of them dudes, and it's like a brainstorm of like different types of music from everybody. Cause like our household was mainly like either gangster rap, hip hop, or gospel music or R&B,
oh wow,
like traditional.
it's like it's like
The traditional sound in the household. So it's like I was able to like leech on to certain things and certain aspects of how the way the music is supposed to sound, what people can reflect on, and I pick up on what they were basically talking about. I don't just listen to listen. I just mainly try to like dissect and understand what this person was probably going through, how he felt. Maybe this was like, for example, for like Through the Wire, basically for Kanye West. When I first heard that song, I was basically depicting like, yo, this man's he got some pain. Like he's going like, dude was in a car crash, mouth wide shut, and he's just basically spitting his story, rapping his pain, basically. All of that, like I picked up on as like a young buck, and trying to like analyze and understand like the beauty behind music, because it's not only about like rapping about cars, girls, weed, money, all of that stuff. It could be about mental healing. It could be about on anything you want to imagine of. That's
I'm glad
why,
that you understand that now at a young age.
yeah, because I feel like
definitely good.
a lot of people is not understanding like the beauty behind it. And when they make certain comments on it, I think of it as like kind of ignorant, but also like, my dude, if it's not every music is supposed to be for you. Like if that's the case, it's like 1 billion people in the world that could possibly like that, and you like that one outlier of the whole thing. And that's how I look at it with my music, and others probably look at it with their music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how life goes, you know. So it is what it is.
I definitely did that.
But,
Definitely did that.
What would you say is your top 5 albums of the year?
This year, oh my god. Well, for one, I say my first one is Astronaut. Of course, that album was just beautiful. It was basically Travis just showing what he can, like, showing to people like he know how to do this, like basically like his true form, like of his body of music and his style, basically. So for number one, I say Travis Scott one. Number two is Meek Mill Championship, because like, granted of what he been going through, that whole trial with him and a black judge, basically like trying to shackle him down, make him feel like a cage animal. I felt like this was like him like showing, yo, I made it through all this adversity. We are champions now. Like we made it through all this controversy, all of this stuff that been negative energy that been going around me, and we basically battled through the storm, and we now like we free, like we feel like we not shackled down no more. You feel me? Granted, there's still problems that's going on, but like I feel like that was like a major problem for him in his career. And third one, I should say, oh man, I like that Kamikaze album. I feel like it was like Eminem showing he still got it. He still can like do what he do. You know, it's typical Eminem album. You know.
So no Lil Wayne.
Oh wait.
No Pusha T.
He only went to number,
Wait,
he only
that
had
was number three. Chill.
Like you named
I was
like
dead
5
about to
things.
get into that too, because I like Daytona and I like Lil Wayne album.
Okay.
There's a couple of songs I like off the Carter 5, but Daytona would be number 4 because I feel like that was like Pusha T, like basically speaking like talking the shit. Basically, he's speaking like how he felt, especially with the Drake situation, and basically like I feel like he's just nitpicking with Drake on certain things and just trying to like let him know like, yo, I still like I've been in the game for so long. Like you're not gonna try to like make it seem like I'm a rookie or something like that. Like he basically like just trying to like stand his ground and let him know like, yo, I've been here for like so and so whatever. I'm a vet to this. Like you may have got to the vet level now, but don't forget that like I'm still here. You know,
No.
don't get it twisted. But Daytona is really good. Carter album finally. Thank God that we dropped that. We've been waiting for like I don't even know how many years. That's how long it's been. And we've been trying to like get some new body of work for him because we know that like his situation with Baby and the whole Young Money situation and how everybody's branching off from it and just basically trying to be independent from it. So I feel like it's a good thing that we like the true fans and like people who like Wayne's music was able to like get some fresh body of work from him after like years of not being able to put out the product that people have been waiting for such and so years, basically. So it's like more like a relief feeling, you know?
Okay.
That's a fact. The world is a better place.
Thanks that one album. Okay.
Did you is there any R&B artists that you listen to
Oh yes.
that caught your attention this year?
Actually, my friend Yaya, actually, she put me on to this new guy's name is his name is him, I guess. Or him. I don't know who he is.
It's like a her and then it's
the her and him basically. It's like two different personas, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
and honestly, how the way they sound with their music, you can hear like a lot of inspiration from different R&B artists, like legends, you know, and they basically like trying to bring back the R&B sound back and like trying to like be creative with it and try to like make people like, you know, who's normally accustomed to the roughness, try to like, you know, sometimes soften down, put your pride aside and like let shorty know like what's going on. Like you don't gotta always play the tough role, you know? And like.
So what do you listen to music on?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I listen on Spotify or Apple Music sometimes, majority of the time.
Why you don't have Tidal?
I don't even know really. My cousins have Tidal, but it's like I didn't really like think about it. I'm just trying to listen to music, you feel me? Like,
facts. Where can people listen to your music?
Oh, mostly SoundCloud. I'm trying to like get it more out there on like YouTube and try to like expand it more on Spotify.
What's the SoundCloud account that people
God. It's under my cousin's name, A Berry or Liars Live.
Just follow him on Instagram and the link is in his bio.
Okay.
That
Give him
too.
your Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
HBK Fargo.
Okay.
That's really it. No caps, just regular HBK Fargo. And you'll be able to like explore like how I'm feeling through the day, how I post my music, where I get the inspiration from, things that I've recently done, you know.
So you'll like listen to like music on your Instagram, like this is what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
It might like spit a little something.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
I'm mostly like, honestly, I could tell you that like, I just started this rapping thing. Like before, I was mostly a singer, and I was more
snap!
like,
Wait, hold on. What the twist? Hold on, we ain't know about this. What you mean you was a singer?
Yeah, like when I was younger, like my cousin actually taught me how to sing.
You lying? That's
for
fine.
For real. Shout out to Dollars.
Like,
he actually producing now, so it's like you'll hear more of the teamwork from me and him and Barry on the tracks sooner or later. You know.
Are you singing on the track at all?
I do a whole lot. I rap and sing.
Oh.
I'm just trying to like expand more with the melodic sounds and more of the like creativity.
Okay. So like you would put out an R&B album if you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just need to like get to that level first.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not even not even close, but it's still work to do. Listen, as long as I know that it's like still work to do and I know I can like improve on things, then it's like it's more like a good feeling because like if you have everything, you know that you like you know it all. Like you.
No one really knows it all though.
Yeah. No one actually do, and that's the problem with the Drake and Nicki Minaj situation. That's why I feel like they not hungry anymore. Granted, they gonna be popping because they Drake and that's Nicki Minaj, but it's the fact of the matter. Like, we need some more. I feel like the work is being more sluggish, and it's like he's just dropping tracks because he's drinking. He knows there's certain people that's gonna like it. Like if he was to drop ABCs, like people would love it. So it's like
That's a fact.
it is. That's why I need like I try to push to be more like productive with my work. Never be sluggish with it. Try to like make sure that I like perfect and make sure everything is all lined up so that I know that people can feel good about it and they don't really have nothing to say. And if they do feel some type of way about it, it's like I use that as motivation and try to work on it. So
Okay.
like maybe everybody else can like it, you know?
I mean, honestly, you should just do you. If you like it, the music that you make should be for you first and foremost.
Yeah.
You know, and then everybody else comes second or last. You know, just do
That-
you.
That too, but it's like that the fans is the ones that like support and like help you get out there, you know?
True,
So it's like
but if you're always yourself, you never really. No one can ever say you sold out or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, don't be like that artist that you see where they'll come into the game, where they'll do something prior, like their whole back catalog is just ridiculous pop, and then all of a sudden they in the game, now they gangster rap. Like, why? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I feel
be
you.
true
I
to
feel
yourself, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And just make what you love. But honestly, I like your music.
Thank you. I appreciate
Shit.
it. For real. That's
Like,
a real one right
and
there.
you're young, and you still got time to mature and get everything. Like, you going,
And
if you
grow.
keep this up, that's a fact. That's a whole fact. If you keep this up, I can see you making waves.
Thank you. I
Honestly.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. We're back to this title situation.
Oh,
So I feel like if you're
Hold on. Okay,
Oh,
I'm sorry. How you feel? That's cool and all. But yo, do we have any music of his that we could play?
we do.
Can we get that going?
yeah,
Like something off your new joint?
yeah, definitely.
I want to finish my statement about title.
All right,
I-
so pull that up. At the same time, we'll talk about this title.
So
thing.
yeah, I feel like if you are an artist or you listen to music, you should listen to it on Tidal because Tidal is the only streaming service that gives back to its fans. Speaking as somebody that has gotten back from Tidal, and also you get more money from your music from Tidal. Spotify has been known for cheating artists out of
Ooh.
their music.
They
They are known for it. They are known for giving people
very
fake streams.
Good looks for me from helping me not.
You don't want to be a contributor to that.
Oh, good looks, cuz
So some
I
people-
As a
appreciate
title
that.
consumer, thanks for that.
I'm just saying.
Thanks for the title PSA.
Title cut the check.
Like, do you like?
All right.
Oh
Mike
man.
cut the check.
Cut no check.
I got a question though. Like, what type of artists have not really? Not saying that I don't believe you, but like, what artists?
You hear
Like,
the story about Aloe Black? How he they streamed his song pretty much the amount of streams that they streamed his music and the amount of money he got paid for it is ridiculous. Like the margin is ridiculous.
so it's like a little gap between how much
A
he
little.
listen.
Hell no. That shit. It's like pretty much. Let's say like you got like 3 billion streams, but you made like $3,000.
What?
Exactly. YouTube, Spotify.
How
they
much
pay-
do you
they
think
pay-
you're
they
supposed
the
to
least.
pay for 3 billion views? How much?
If I
money do
get
you
3
think-
billion views, I at least need to get something
Like how much?
more than 3,000.
Like, but what? Like, what's a legitimate number for 3?
3 million. If I give you
3
3
billion.
billion views or streams or whatever, you at least need at least 300,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
300,000.
That's a lot,
Says
bro.
who?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of streams.
That is a lot of streams.
But I
though.
could
3
build.
billion streams.
I could hit 4 right here, and then go 4 to all the computers that we got.
What does that mean?
Like I could hit a lot of streams by just looking at on there and there. It's not necessarily 3 billion people.
It's 3 billion streams
3
on one
billion
stream.
views.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
3
that
billion.
means I have
I-
this and my computer at home. That's
What
2
does that mean?
right there.
That's 2 people
That's 2
listening to me
per
at one
person.
time.
That's 2
At
per one person.
time. They like me that much.
That's me
Uh,
going out and doing it on 3 different things.
That's still a stream.
That's
I'm
one
saying-
person that's seen that.
But that doesn't mean
That doesn't mean that 3 billion people saw it. So I don't think $300,000. That's a lot.
Well, I
or
see,
some
I
of them
s-
could be like
14,000 for a million.
14,000.
$14,000 for a million streams.
That sounds better.
For 1 million streams.
That sounds better.
So if I got 3 billion streams, imagine how much that is.
That's how
3
much you get.
billion.
Yeah, move the zero over. You make about.
That's more than 3,000.
Yeah, about like $3 million.
That's
That's
I'll
ridiculous.
take that. Well, we see what record label you don't want to sign.
Off of YouTube, that'd be crazy. Nah.
He's
I
like,
don't
that's
see YouTube
ridiculous.
cutting
You want to
the
get paid for your music?
Nah,
Crazy?
$300,000. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Nobody's paying you $300,000. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, man.
I would love to get paid that for my music, but that's not happening.
Shit. I
It
bet
just
you
sounds crazy.
Taylor Swift is getting that. Ed Sheeran.
Taylor Swift is in Ed Sheeran is.
About 4,200,000.
I'll take that.
From where?
3 billion streams.
That's how much she makes?
That's how much you would make if you made like 3 billion streams, around $4 million.
Mm.
That sounds nice. You know? Well, but Mike
On
don't
Tidal,
like
though.
that.
On
Only
Tidal?
on Tidal, yeah.
On Tidal.
Oh, title.
How much was YouTube?
YouTube, for a million streams, you get around $900.
$900? See? That's what I'm saying. All these streams
that
were
sounds
YouTube.
about right?
All these streams were YouTube. So you're not going to get 300,000.
Nah, Tidal is giving you. Why would you not get Tidal? That's the only.
But
part
where
I
were the
understand.
3 billion streams at?
What do you mean?
Where were these-
It was on Spotify.
How much is Spotify?
What's the name of this? How much?
Ooh, Aloe Blood.
It's still not as much as Tidal. That's the whole point.
I know.
It's like I don't
I
get.
completely understand this. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
why we mad.
$300,000 is like,
I
damn.
want, yeah, I want that. If you're gonna play my shit that many times, I want it. I want it all. Is it playing?
No.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This is Fargo right here. What's the name of the song?
Oh, Love of Lust.
You want to introduce it?
Oh, fuck it, why not? We was already playing this. I'm thinking, fuck it. Yeah. I'm not even. Yo, this is a new track from my EP HBA, aka Heartbroken Astronauts, and this new track that I got called Love or Lust. So, first thing I advise y'all to do is to listen and like try to like reflect and understand like what I'm talking about before y'all like make any comments like, oh, this is too sad, yada yada yada. I want like that's my whole goal of this EP is like people to understand like what I'm talking about and why things is and why I'm making this. That's how like I want people to understand and know what I'm going through probably through my daily life or in the past that I probably reflect back on. This track is more so of me reflecting back on the incident that happened with me and my ex basically.
Okay.
So check that out.
Play the track.
I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even her. No, I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody.
That boy Danger.
Heart broke, mind gone. This world getting cold, feeling so numb. Gave my heart to this girl from the Ville, then it turned out she was playing with my heart like a Game Boy. Thought that everything was perfect. Showed it to my friends and my family, she was worth it. Thought I found love that could cure me from this burden, but instead meant destruction. Get that love is never certain. Get this girl the world in my soul. Even hold her when she was a pain and alone. Even hold her when she tried to go and kill herself. Numbing all the pain with the pills and the drink. Sitting here thinking, is it love or is lust? Girl, you got me feeling like I'm stuck in a rut. Made promises that can never be fulfilled. Now you all alone with the pain and the guilt. Now you know how I feel.
No, I still try, but she wonders why I
But you try to blame me when you never do, but it's all good.
not
Fucking
even her. No, I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even
look,
her.
been lied to, what else? Been cheated on, who else? Wanna find love, but it's bad for your health, cause it only leaves you lonely, so you gotta just repel. Gotta just repel from the fake shit. All the words they're talking out their mouth be some plain shit. Lost myself to a girl, I thought I was engaged. Then it turns out she tried to frame me in some crazy shit. Damn. Why am I the one to call it when you all alone? Why am I the one to call it when you feeling gone? Try to lie so you love me all the fucking long. Damn.
No, I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even her. No, I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even her. No, I still try, but she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even her.
Woo! Boy,
Go play the other thing later.
Alright,
Boy.
my bad.
that was flames.
Thanks, man. I
Fire.
appreciate it.
That was hot.
I
Can
appreciate
we
it.
get a
man.
bomb or
Wow.
something?
Like the track,
There
the
we go.
bars,
Oh,
the
man.
bars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man.
who
Come
produced that?
on.
Was that your?
Oh, nah. That was some YouTube joint I found on.
Oh, word? 'Cause
yeah.
that was super fire.
Thank you.
Like that fit perfectly. That was fun. That was hot.
Oh yeah. Also, shout out to Barry because like me and him came up to an agreement
It's all
on
good, it's all
if I
good.
should release this song, like because like it was a beat that he produced on one of his tracks actually, and I wanted to like make sure I get the okay from my son, from my dude over here. so it's like,
You stole his track?
nah, I ain't stole a track. I ain't stole a track. I ain't stole it. That's family. That's love. That's love. That's love.
Can't still with them.
Oh man.
What happened was
Sure you can.
I
That's
made-
a bold-faced lie. He said you can't steal from
I had a
family.
different version of that song that I didn't really like, and I loved Fargo's version. So it was a different. He made a completely different version. It wasn't like he heard my song and made his song. It just happened to be the same beat because we both found it. So it's not. It wasn't like that.
I personally,
and
like,
I feel like he bodied it way more than I did. Personally.
I personally like both of them. Honestly, like I like what
Listen,
you.
Mine would never be
listen,
released.
listen,
Nah,
bro.
nah, nah.
Listen.
Oh
You
man.
don't have to be so humble all the time. You know? Just take it. Just be like, yeah, it was.
Take
It
it,
wasn't.
take it from Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Take it from me. You don't
Like,
always gotta be humble
I'm
all the
just
time.
playing. Like I'm just saying. Like
But
yo.
it's you definitely should be humble from time to time, but not all the time. You know? Talk your
Nah,
shit.
that
Talk your
joint is
shit.
fire. And we gonna get straight into the next track, and then we gonna keep talking because this is you had 3 songs on your EP.
Oh, we doing it
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, right now we gonna get straight to it. That's how we
Let's
do it. And now we get straight to it. And now next time.
Do it live and
Oh man.
on.
Here we go. The next one is just HBK. What's the name of this track?
Oh, this one is called Enough Said.
Okay.
And
I like the cover art, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I put time and like work onto it. I could tell you what inspired me to make this track was actually a whole lot of weed and a whole lot of Kanye West 808 and Heartbreak. So it's like I was listening to like both tracks, analyzing and listening to like a couple like my favorite artists' sounds and what they was telling in both of their heartbreak stories. So it's like I kind of want to make a track like that, and I got stuff that I know that people can relate to. So it's like, why not make it? And at the time, I was also just thinking about stars and planets and astronauts and
I ain't gonna
stuff
lie.
like that.
I felt this one in my soul. You snapping on this one for real. So
Oh,
let's get to it.
HBA.
HBK, KK.
No. Heartbroken Astronaut.
I know, but my name is HBK.
No,
I thought you was.
No. I was talking about HBA. Heartbroken
Man.
Astronaut. No, bro. You would be able to hear it.
I was talking to David.
I know you. I'm just saying.
Yo.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yo, no, bro. Oh, man.
Like, I'm able to hear it.
Oh, man.
Money control everything. I wonder how life without it would go. Mom running through the bitches I ran through before. Niggas think they up next, I take it as jokes. Too many rappers think they trapping, just acting a role. Yeah, I live life like the greats do. From sleeping on my mother's couch to making some move. From making bangers in the attic for diamonds and paddocks. I had to get my mind straight to be living in lavish. Yeah, it takes a certain type of man to teach. To be far from hood, but to understand the streets. Niggas will call you whenever they need a hit to eat. And then portray you like you ain't helped them get on their feet. Yeah, won't say his name, but he know who he is. Make sure he feels every ball when he listens and hears. I hope the sound of my name put this nigga in tears. Because he lost a great one that was here for the years. Don't talk shit unless you bout it. Cause honestly, pretending won't get you shit but the violence. Remember nights when I ain't had shit inside of my pockets. And now I'm rocking shows, road to riches is on my conscience. Scary whenever I close my eyes at night. Wondering which fuckboy nigga is trying to take my life. Seeing hoop dreams get flattened from all that powder nights. The game dangerous, that shit leave you brains. Niggas get on social media and think that they famous. Rather be famous than rich, to me, that shit just don't click. 4 a.m. in Baltimore, just hit 1K off the rip. 2019 is our year, we working hard for them chips. And if you playing with that money, then your ass gon' get hit and picked off. Pump with your head like a football. And I ain't stopping till my niggas ball.
Hey, another one.
Yo.
Another one. Man,
Fire.
what can this kid not do?
Oh man.
All right, so off the scenes, we just played 2 fire back-to-backs while you just joining us from Fargo, but we just found out that he is a conspiracy theorist.
Definitely is, and I love to talk about all types of things. Like, it don't matter what it is, I'm down to talk about anything.
So what's the first thing on your mind that you would talk about if you had the opportunity?
Oh man, one, I could tell you the 9/11 situation, and I personally feel that it's an inside job because if you think about it, how the way the plane crashes, you would think that you would see wreckage like from people's things inside the plane, like wedding rings, what else, bags, anything like that. But we didn't find none of that near the Pentagon. We didn't find that near.
You don't think it burned up in the fire?
My dude, no, cause like you would have found something. Like, I don't think all of those things were just burned up straight up like that. And if you look at the video evidence from how the way the building collapsed, it collapsed like down on the inside. It didn't break into like kind of like not split, but like shed its piece off from different angles. It all caved in. And it's also like these bombs that people use when they kind of like want to, like, you know, when there's like an old building and
they detonate.
Yeah, they detonated basically. And demolition basically.
So you think they demolished the Twin Towers?
Yeah, and probably to get some type of fundage from it and come up with a certain type of excuse. And also, if you look at the Pentagon crash, it's a whole a whole plane is big, like plane is big as hell basically. It's wings, it's turbulence, it's all that. We did not in the way that the Pentagon is made, and how the way the wreckage looked from the Pentagon, it was one space. You would think that you would find possibly a wing from the plane, like the wing from the plane somewhere in the Pentagon, the nose of the plane somewhere caved in, or not even like the engines maybe even the engines. You did not find not a single thing from that. And how the way the fire and all of that, damn it. The fire and all of the wreckages look, how the way the people reacted towards it, it wasn't enough to show that a plane could possibly hit through that. And how the way the wreckage was formed on the Pentagon, there's no way, because like a plane is big. Like, I don't even know how big a plane is, but I just know it's common sense that a plane is big. Like, it's no way that a plane could like just only break through that little piece of the Pentagon. And also, if you look back at the other story, it shows that other buildings was demolition through the 9/11 scene that nobody seems to talk about.
Okay. What other theories like you said, you think about aliens that was like inspired by your cover art. What?
Yeah, I believe.
You don't think that we're alone?
I personally don't feel like we're alone, honestly, because how the way like this, I feel like this world and this universe is too big to only just have like humans here and other things here. It's video evidence of like certain creatures and certain things that human is now discovering and now seeing on Earth to this day. And I know it's like it's no way. Like I personally feel like this universe is too big to only have like a few people here, or billions of people on one planet. That's how I personally feel. And it's like video evidence of like certain like extraterrestrial things. Like I don't know, I forgot. I seen this movie called Phoenix Forgotten, I believe it is, and it basically shows like the story of like these kids were basically, they found out about like people were missing in the like, well, naturally no, they seen like these UFO lights somewhere in Phoenix. Like it's like an old video. They seen like these UFO lights and how the way it was moving, and how the way it zipped past them, and it made these strange like weird ear wrenching noise, and people believe that it could be possibly like some governmental experiment or a jet, but like how the way the lights were rotated and how the way things were forming, it definitely wasn't no jet. You can look at it on YouTube and you can like find out about it if whenever y'all feel like y'all want to. But I personally feel like it's aliens out here. You know,
I can see that. That's a fact.
What about the chemtrails in the sky? You think that like the planes when they're writing in the sky, you heard about that or not?
what's that?
Like they're saying that like when the planes are in the sky and it's like white, like stuff coming from the plane, that those are chemtrails, like trying to like
them blinking lights on the plane, you would say?
not blinking lights. You ever saw like you ever looked in the sky and saw them writing words?
Yeah.
Like things like that. Like you ever saw like if you ever look at a plane, you'll see like little white trails coming from the plane. If you ever look at it, they say those are chemical trails. But that's other people that like think like in that field, they think like things like that.
Oh, I
You can look that up too if you want.
I'm just now finding out about this. I didn't know how I had no
Yeah, like
such
Prince
idea
and stuff
about-
talked about it before he died.
Really?
Yeah, chemtrails. Look it up.
That's crazy. I definitely that's something I can look up tonight and figure out and understand, because I didn't know not whatsoever such thing about anything like that. So, no, live you learn.
That's a
fact.
fact. What about you, Mike? You believe in aliens?
Of course. You know how crazy that would be for it to just be this? Like, that's it?
That's what I'm saying.
That's mad. That's ridiculous.
Would you ever go to another planet?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Let's
Never
go.
know.
When are we going?
Definitely. You never know what you might find out there. It might be some alien baddies out there.
Oh, nah.
Alien baddies, new stuff, you
There
know.
might be alien diseases.
That too.
I'm down
You
for
never
that.
know. Some of them alien diseases might cure certain
what
human
I'm
problems
saying.
that's out here.
This is a fact.
It
It also
got
might turn you
aliens with,
inside
like,
out. You
3
never know.
vaginas
That
up
too.
there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You a
That's
weird
a-
one.
That's
a fact.
That's gonna be on Venus. But
What
yeah,
make you say Venus?
let's not get into that.
Oh, man.
So when are you working on any new music? Are you gonna drop any videos or anything? Because I told you one of my favorite songs of the year was "Time Will Heal."
Oh,
Know
man.
what I'm
Yeah. Definitely planning on dropping videos and doing more, being more productive with my music, and like trying to like make sure that I can get every aspect that people can see it from. But I feel like personally, I'm not saying I'm not ready, but it's like it's so much things that I gotta do in order to like get these videos done. Like I'm not saying I don't have time, but it's like I feel like it's more things that I have to do or worry about before I start like the video aspects and things like that. Like, I'm still trying to like perfect my sound. I'm still trying to like do more other things with the music. Like I'm also trying to start up a brand called Forever HBK, and HBK actually stands for Hoodborn King, because I feel like there's a whole lot of underground kings out there that nobody don't know about, that nobody don't hear about, like music that people may think is trash, but it's like it's music overall. So that's why I call it Underground King, because I feel like I'm a Hoodborn King. You know,
There you go.
that's what the HBK stand for.
Damn, son. You just gave someone a great idea. I hope they don't take that.
Hope not too.
I hope they
Definitely don't.
take that.
Yeah, we
but-
got lawyers.
Definitely got. Oh yeah. We got them lawyers.
Hey.
I was gonna ask, how hard is it doing music and balancing that out with school?
Oh man, it is very stressful, because there's days that I feel like in school that I feel like, damn, I could be making music and stuff right now instead of just be sitting here learning about certain things. Like me personally, like when I sit in like history class, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm learning about fucking white heroes and all of that stuff, and nobody's never talking about my people, what we accomplished. You normally hear about the bad that people may depict us as, or the bad that you see on the news or like, or articles, anything like that. You never really get to see like the positive light about people of our skin color or any skin color other than the white skin color. So it's like, I be thinking, damn, like, yo, I could be doing other things instead of learning about.
I mean, you could do that at the same time.
I mean, I could, but it's like, that's just how the way I am. Like,
No,
I'm just trying to like.
I feel you.
I'm just trying to like balance out my school life and day, because I'm good at like certain things in school. I'm good at, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna bust this out the way, and then I could more focus on my creativity, my motives, and things that I want to do. So it's like, it's a stressful thing, and it more so of a time management thing. But you know, it's things that I'll tackle, maybe like understand later on.
Do you write in class?
Do I write in class?
Yeah.
More so thoughts of it, but I never really do it because there's too much things going on in my school that like I don't really write in class.
Do you write at like lunch? Do you write at other times other than your set? I'm gonna go chill for this time and then write. Do you like write on the train, write on the bus?
Yeah.
Like,
Train, bus. Whenever I'm traveling, I should say I write on certain. Whenever I'm traveling, I always keep my phone on me, and I may think of like a melody or like a writing lyric that I probably like thought of during the day, and I take time to write it down. I feel like it was one time I wrote in like my math class. Like I was writing notes down. I kept it so like later on I could make for a song.
Okay.
And I don't know exactly what song it was, but I did it. But it's like sometimes I try to like take pieces out of the day and like be able to still write down. Never stop. The grind always keep going.
That's a fact.
Can't stop, won't stop, like Diddy said.
Rockefeller Records.
Is there anything in your school that you would say helps encourage your creative writing ability?
I say music class. Music class helped me learn about different things, different instruments. Different
Not learn,
sounds.
but do they encourage you? Like, is there something like in any programs or anything like that in your school that?
Oh, hell no.
You know
Nah.
damn well ain't no
Hell
programs in
no.
schools no more. Come on.
No.
I don't know what's in the school.
Nah.
You've been there in
Nah.
10 years.
Nah.
My school had a studio in it though, so I
Nah,
guess.
that's
our
the old
fundage
days.
too low for that. But it's one thing I don't understand though. It's like we have money to like travel across to like how the way my school is like they're focused on like trying to like make sure you're a dignified human before you get out to the world. Basically, they think that they doing stuff like. I'm not saying I think that it's a bad thing, but it's like it's the way that they handle things and like tackle on certain situations that sometimes I feel like it shouldn't be called for, but it is what it is. So.
All right, so before we get out of here, you got anybody you want to shout out?
Oh, yo, shout out to my man PJ. Shout out to my friend Yaya. Shout out to all of the fans that are down to listen, watch, you know, pay attention to what I got to say,
And
you know.
one more time, your SoundCloud and Instagram.
Well, you will find that on my Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
HBK Fargo, and that's I don't have any other social media at the moment, but I'm trying to like keep it on, trying to pop off of Instagram and other things at the moment. So stay in tune, y'all.
Hey.
There we go. We have another episode, the last episode of 2018 with
Have a great
one of
New
the
Year's.
best rappers, Fargo,
Up and coming
through.
Definitely up.
Appreciate you.
Everyone have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's 2018. We out.
We out, man.
Ow.